Certainly, I guess after yesterday, that fatigue would be part of it, but I guess also maybe the strokes would feel nice and groovy when you come back the following day, was it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I played quite well today, but it was actually really swirly out there. It wasn't easy to play. It wasn't easy conditions. So sometimes you kind of felt like you'd be in position and then all of a sudden you're reaching for it or it's on you fast. So it didn't always feel fantastic as far as the timing goes. But look, I'm obviously really happy with the way that I played overall to get through, and I guess my serving was probably the highlight of today for me. So yeah, I mean, you battle 3 days like yesterday to have another opportunity like today.
How good does it feel then to be in the quarters here for the first time in 10 years?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, I've played here many times, and yeah, it's nice to win back-to-back matches. So yeah, obviously, start of the season, this is what I want, and I haven't been able to do this for a while, so it's definitely a good feeling.
How did you feel kind of physically and mentally after yesterday's match, because it was so draining, physically, mentally, hard?
Yeah. No, I actually pulled up really well, so I didn't get home till quite late, but it was by the time I did that and then came back out, it was a quick turnaround. But yeah, physically I pulled up really well, so I couldn't complain about that. And yeah, I guess it's nice to finally have a straight sets match too. So hopefully I can kind of put the feet up for a bit tonight and yeah, come back ready for tomorrow.
So Sam, what's under the bandage? Is that nice?
Oh, it's just an ice pack, yeah.
It's not swollen up that much.
No, definitely not. But you can ride it if you want. Like, it'd be a good story.
Have you felt kind of really underdone in past years going to Melbourne, and so this year will be a different?
I mean, it might be a bit different feeling, but I mean, you can only do and prepare what you can do on the day, and you know, I typically like to play matches, and when I'm winning matches, that's, you know, for anyone, the confidence builds and things become a lot more automatic, and then all of a sudden, you know, hard decisions become easier. So if that's what I can get out of these last couple of weeks for Melbourne, then that's great. But you know, it's lots of players go through early losses and then can bounce back in Grand Slams as well. So it's a nice situation to be in, having played now these types of rounds, and to come back from adversity, and now today to kind of start better and finish it off. Kind of had everything going on, so it's definitely a good feeling.
Sam, it's not fair to call 2011 your breakthrough year, but it was the year that you won the US Open. I'm thinking about that next year. How much pressure did you put on yourself, not just in Australia, but overall, to really follow that result and improve yourself further?
Yeah, I think 2012 was definitely a hard one. I mean, even finishing the rest of the year, that year was difficult. I don't think, you know, going back, if I could do it again, I'd probably change a few things. But it's, you know, it's one of those things. I probably did come to Australia. I know how hard it is, but the expectation was obviously there, and it was like, well, you won the last Grand Slam, so you kind of expected then to have another really good result. And I obviously would have loved to have done better than what I did, but I think it's all part of it. I mean, in other ways, then I feel like when I went back to the US Open, say, I made quarters, lost 6 in the third to Azarenka. So, you know, absolutely, you know, proved myself that I can do it again. So, or, you know, get close and do well in tournaments. So, but I think overall 2012 was kind of tough at the time, but looking back, it probably wasn't as bad as what I thought it was.
Sam, maybe you could contrast this lead up to this year's Australian Open compared to 2 years ago, where you took your different route, did Hopman Cup and Hobart. You've got quite a few matches there, but does it feel better or more important to get quite a few matches under your belt now at a couple of Premier level events that are knockout tournaments that mean a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I guess. I mean, Hopman Cup, you still absolutely try hard and give everything, but it's not that pressure of, you know, points and all that kind of thing. But it's still a really nice tournament to play, to have a lead in. And then Hobart, I think, definitely served its purpose for me, and had a couple of really tough matches down there. But obviously here you've got a much stronger field, and I guess you're matching up against players that you've got to be beating, you know, through quarters, semis, finals possibly. So, you know, no disrespect to either of the other events, but obviously this is where the highest ranked players come. So it's a great test to be playing them, you know, every single match almost.
You feel ready to
experience you've had, the expectations from Australia going into Melbourne, do you feel like maybe this year you've somehow found a different way to deal with it, or is there anything you've done mentally to change things?
No, I mean, I haven't done anything different. I think last year I handled myself really well and got beaten by a player who played very well on the day, and that's the way it goes. So, but last year, yeah, looking back on the summer, I don't think that was an issue, and so far I've handled it well again. So, but who knows what the Australian Open is going to bring. You know, I'm still focused on this tournament, and when I get down to Melbourne, I'll deal with Melbourne when I need to. But no, I'm having a good preparation. It's all going well. I'd like for it to continue this way, and then yeah, first round Aussie Open, I'm sure is going to be hard no matter who I'm playing against. So you got to take it one at a time.
Sam, I know it's not up to you and you alone, but if you go to Rio for the Olympics, would you want to play mixed doubles there?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll play anything I can get into. I don't know. I've actually spoken to Pearsy a little bit, so he's obviously doing great in doubles, and yeah, I don't know, if I could play with him, then that might be great. But yeah, who knows? I guess the powers that be will tell us all who and who's allowed to play, and then who's going to play with who. But yeah, that's what I've done so far.
And if you were asked, would you play all three of the disciplines?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, on Queen. Some thoughts on Queen?
Yeah, I think we've played each other 3 or 4 times. I've had really good success against her so far. I think Hong Kong, we had a close first set, and maybe I won easier in the second. But look, she's a young player who really goes for broke. She plays very aggressive, and on her day, you know, it's hard to play against, but so far I've been able to kind of combat that quite well. So hopefully I can do that again, but she's probably got nothing to lose against me. So, you know, you got to take all that into consideration and really, you know, be 100% focused no matter what the previous matches have been like.
Thank you.
Thank you.